Someone will get that? Is anybody going to get that?
The one, the only, Elvis.
To whatever steps you wanted, you clear them with the wanted.
and Bet. It's Dick and Dan. And now we have the right-on Dan Rowan and the moron Dick Martin.
It's almost over. Yes, it has been. It's quite a party, as a matter of fact.
You know, speaking of parties, I understand there's something going on right now out back.
You don't say, well,
What are we waiting for? Well, let's go to the party.
I'll drink to that.
There are three kinds of people. Those who count, and those who don't.
Why is abbreviation such a long word? Road to life, always under construction.
That was Life's way of saying, you're fired.
God didn't create the world in 7 days. He pulled an all-nighter on 6. Health is merely the slowest possible rate at which one can die.
Well, the party goes on, right?
I'm defending her honor, which is more than she ever did.
It's not hard to make my offenses. They're everywhere.
We got Sonny and Sharon. 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 We got Sharon. Sonny and Sharon. Sonny and Sharon. Sonny and Sharon. That's right.
Sonny and Cher.
Because that's us.
I'm with you, baby.
So, how you doing?
You been drinking again?
I think, no, we didn't lose it.
Oh, the dirty old man. Are they going to play music for you? They're not going to play music?
Sing it.
You ever heard me sing?
Well, it's time.
Okay. Yeah. They say we're young and we don't know, won't find out until we grow.
Well, I don't know if all that's true, but you got me and baby, I got you. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
They say our love won't pay the rent, for I know our money's often spent.
Well, I guess that's so. We don't have a lot, but at least I'm sure of all the things we've got. Babe, I
And now, a newsflash from Gary Owens. This is the last act. And now, Dick and Dan are going to present the Fickle Finger of Fate Award, and you can bet your bippy that all of you are a possible candidate. So watch out. You never know who they're going to point that Fickle Finger of Fate at. Okay, Dick and Dan.
Well, here we are, Dick. Again, once again. You know, it's been quite a week of weather. It has been that, indeed. And so tonight, we're going to word. What? The Wicked Weenie. Look at that. Isn't she a thing of beauty? We have the Fickle Finger of Fate Award for Bill and Lonnie, who came to Florida for the sunshine and the weather. Say good night, Dick. Good night, Dick.
Would have time to make a guess.
United First Church of Religious Science style. Thank you.
If we mention there's pizza and ice cream.
And there it is, folks. Hopefully never to be repeated. They're missing someone. Who are they missing? Oh, me!
But it really limits me on how far I can walk while I talk.
We thought it would help you.
However, all right, you,
One of the great sages of old once asked the following very profound question. Who can find a capable woman whose price is far above her? Today, we, the Manna Group, are going to answer that question. Can you hear me?
Get close.
Have numbers. Daughter, wife, sweetheart, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, cousin, aunt, neighbor, businesswoman, friend, and religious science minister. We say to that most capable woman, Dr. Elsie, this is your life.
I'm sure praying hard that you don't know it all.
Dr. Elsie, not only is this your life, but today we crown you queen for a day. And words are, oh, we're coming.
That might get my work when you get it up close.
All queens have their ladies in waiting, of course. And now to crown Queen Elsie is her lady in waiting, Lady Martha.
I'm crowning you as our precious queen of the day, Dr. Elsie. And a queen like you could not go away without having chocolates.
We realize that it's not quite your birthday yet, but back in 1930, there were a few significant events that occurred. Ernest O. Lawrence invented the atom smasher, which helped with the structure of nuclear power. The Nazis won 6 million votes in July's election and began taking power of Germany. Herbert Hoover was president. The Quality Oil Company developed a shell-shaped sign in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The U.S. Open golf tournament was won by Bobby Jones. Nobel Prize for Literature was won by Sinclair Lewis. Best Picture of the Year was All Quiet on the Western Front. And some 26,245 days ago, Elsie Hipps was born. Your sign, Sagittarius, is direct and candid to the point of being blunt. They are philosophical and concerned with finding the absolute truth. Their fairness is helpful in politics and social endeavors. The Sagittarius is good at seeing the big picture.
Truly, November 28, 1930 was a very significant day. That was the day that our Dr. Elsie was born. Her parents, Robert and Sarah Estelle L. They were her parents. Her siblings were Josie, Bud, Andy, and Joyce. And Elsie was the middle child. If we are wrong, Dr. Elsie, please correct us.
My, what a lovely baby. Just darling and perfect little bundle of joy.
I don't remember Mother ever saying that to me. I guarantee you things were never this quiet the day I was born.
Now, we understand it was a few days after, too, that you spent raising Cain.
Elsie was indeed a wonderful child. However, like most children, she certainly had her cantankerous moment. And her mama had to get after her little Fanny to remind her to be a good little girl.
Elsie, get over here right now, young lady.
She wanted to learn to play piano. But we don't have our piano today. So. Instead, Elsie's going to sing for us now. Elsie's going to sing Amazing Grace.
Elsie got a job as a soda jerk in a local pharmacy. She worked there after school 6 days a week for $22.50 a week. Oddly enough, I thought that was a bit overpaid because many years later I was working for $22 a week. Then one afternoon, guess who came roaming in? You got it, Mr. Romeo himself. In town, John Hipps. He was with a friend, but who cared about the friend when petite little Elsie caught the eye of the handsome John?
Hey! My buddy told me you were cute, but boy, was he understating the case. What you doing later tonight?
Now, JR, you just run along. I've got sewers here.
No. I'm back home. I'm ready. I think we ought to be a couple. How about we go to the movies tonight?
Well, I don't know about the movies.
Oh, come on, honey. Put down that stuff. We got things to do.
We have a few moments for things. 1947 was a rather eventful year. The war was coming along just fine. It had ended in 45, actually. So people are getting back to work. You can tell what I haven't quite read here.
These are the fitter-inners.
Yeah. But everyone was proud of their country and their flag.
The courtship went along beautifully and evolved into the next step. We call it marriage, okay? On February 22nd, 1947, the magical day arrived. Elsie and John were married.
JR, are you going to honor, love, and obey Elsie? Are you sure?
I'm certain.
Go, boy. Elsie, are you going to honor, love, and obey JR?
I don't know about that obey stuff. Love him, yeah, honor him, but
You go, girl. Well, in that case, you can just prize.
February 9th, 1949, another glorious day. Elsie and John's first son, John Gary, was born. Come on up, John.
Was.
And that had that, you couldn't have a better set of parents. And my brothers and I, and my sister, we were very, very fortunate. We didn't lack for anything. We didn't have everything. We didn't get everything we wanted, but we got everything we needed. We got love, we got food, we got a mom that thought the world of our family.
17, 1952, Elsie and John are blessed with a second time. On this day, their second son, Robert Michael, was born. There's a picture of Mike on the screen. Mike made his transition March 12, 1998. We will now pause for a moment to remember Mike and to honor his presence here today.
June 4th, 1955, another happy day in the lives of Elsie and John, as Stephen Lee, their third son, is born. Come on up, Stephen.
The picture on the screen is of the three boys, and I'm not sure what age, but obviously pretty young. Maybe somebody would like to identify them. John, where's Mike?
That's Steve, I think. Yep. And that's Mike. On the side here.
Tim on the bottom.
Well, yeah, well, this is a much later picture. This wasn't taken. You wasn't around here.
I can see Brandon there too. Very nice, thank you, John. We love you, John. You're fine. July 5, 1968. The stork visits Elsie and John one more time, and truly surprised them with their youngest child and only daughter, Kimmy Gale. Come on up, Kim.
We'd like to invite you all now to sit with your families for a little while. During the 50s and 60s, Elsie and John are busy as beavers. Elsie became editor of the Apocrypha Chief. She also worked for WBIG, the big station in town.
This is Elsie Hipps at BIG, the greatest station in town. We know it all and we say it all because we see it all.
And John was busy painting and contracting business. During this period, Elsie did something famous which few people know about. But today we are fortunate to have daughter Kim share this story with us. Come on up, Kim.
One of my mom's jobs also was in advertising, where she wrote this now famous ad. Mistress Mary was quite contrary until her parents used this ruse. To make her laugh, they gave her a glass of delicious seal-sweet orange juice. However, she was never paid for that ad because it was stolen by Donald Duck.
Thank you, Kim.
One day, Elsie went to visit her sister in Clearwater. And they went on a little outing, and they happened to wander into a bookstore in Clearwater. And there, Elsie happened to spy the Science of Mind magazine on a rack. And she picked it up and, you know, kind of thumbed through it and it just grabbed her. Grabbed her. And so she read the whole magazine and she talked, wow, didn't you? Didn't you think wow? Yeah, she talked wow. She said wow, of course, wow. You talked wow. And she wowed all the way home from Clearwater. And essentially, it evolved into one big wow into religious science of mind. She became a practitioner, and then she taught junior church. Is that correct, Dr.?
Well, I taught junior church for years before I came to practice.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you will forgive us for the little fumbling here.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're the ones that really taught me religious science.
The practitioners?
The little ones.
Oh, the little ones.
The junior church that I worked with for several years.
That's nice. Thank you.
1972, by now, Elsie and John are living in Kissimmee and have established a mid-state moving and storage. I knew we'd get the moving and the storage going here.
JR, you need to put that down because I got something to tell you. No, I got to talk to you now.
I got work to do.
I've got the calling.
What call? Who's call?
Calling. To calling.
He's call.
I'm going out to California.
Oh.
It's time to be a minister.
How are you going to go to California and still make dinner?
With God, all things are possible. I'm going to just take a couple of them with me.
All right, I guess I can take a couple too.
So, Elsie and John are off the ministerial field in Los Angeles.
1973. Elsie has a strange experience in school. One all aspiring ministers absolutely do not want to have. One of her teachers prophesied the following. Quote, bullfrogs will fly, honey, before you ever become a minister.
Elsie's perfect and much anticipated day arrives. Despite the negative predictions, Elsie does it again. This very capable woman graduates as a religious science minister. So much for the bullfrog flying prophecy.
Congratulations. Thank you. Good job, Elsie.
I'm ready to serve the world.
Elsie and John moved to Daytona in the mid-70s. Is that correct, you guys? Mid-70s? 73. Where Dr. Elsie teaches in a local bookstore.
Now, we started our meetings there.
Okay.
You started the church.
And you started the church there.
Okay. The place where the metaphysical bookstore used to be.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
Elsie is ordained. Yeah, I guess we've done that. Okay. Comes in.
It's okay. Everything is perfect. Always perfect.
Move it right ahead. I knew there was a difference between graduation and ordination.
Now official. I would like to call your attention to the screen for just a moment. Michelle took care of all of this, did a wonderful job. And as you can see, it has the United Church of Religious Science, Ormond Beach on there. It's authentic. 1979, Dr. Elsie becomes the minister of the Church of Religious Science on Edgewater in Orlando, Edgewater Avenue in Orlando. She served there for 12 years and 8 months.
In '79, I stayed there as interim minister while they looked for another minister.
Okay.
I was still building the church in Daytona.
Okay.
That was only 6 months. I went back as the full minister of Orlando in fall of 1983, and yes, I was there retired in 96.
Did you all hear that? So you were formally installed in 1983, okay? As the minister on Edgewater Avenue, and you were there for 12 years? Over 12, correct? Okay. And this is just a little side note here, and this is personal for me, and I'd like to say this. I have known people who went to the church on Edgewater. I was not one of them. I was there a few times, but not when Dr. Elsie was, a minister there all the time. But one person in particular told me some stories about there, and they said that they had been at another church, and they went to Edgewater Church, and they were absolutely astounded. The atmosphere there was heavenly. Dr. Elsie was so cordial, warm, inviting, instructive, all of those things, welcoming, as was her wonderful husband, John. They prepared food. They just served the people in every sense of the word, not just spiritually, but emotionally and physically, and any way that they could. So they were both wonderful, wonderful ministers there, both of them. And they had a huge congregation. The church was packed, and it was just a marvelous experience for all the people that were there.
When I wandered into the Church of Religious Science, it was about 1987, and I was just a ghost of my former self. Because of Dr. Elsie's lessons on Sunday, and because of her organizational skills to get classes going and get them good instructors and all that has to be done, there were classes for me, and there were talent nights that we all liked a lot, and even graduations.
Thank you, Jean. Those of us who know Dr. Elsie for any length of time know she has always been a big fan of the King, Elvis Presley. She never missed a chance to enliven any social affair with his music and mean, lean, shaking, rock and rolling Elvis herself.
for that one. And that's what the king does to me.
No, we're not going to forgive you. We loved it. 1996. After years of devoted and dedicated service to her church and her community, Dr. Elsie retired. However, in October 1999, she came out of retirement and founded MANA, our present-day group.
And what else is Elsie doing with herself these days, as well as being spiritual director of MANA? Doing what she loves to do, of course. Spending lots of time with her family, who are here today to honor their mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. Now we are pleased to say to Dr. Elsie's family, come on up. John, Robin, Jared, Terry Hipps.
The family of the late Michael Hipps, Valerie Summers, son Robbie Hipps, daughter Michelle Hipps Fox, Michelle's husband Dan Fox, and baby Jacob Fox, Dr. Elsie's great-grandson. And John's great-grandson.
Of course. Steve and Patty Hipps.
Kim and Martin Vander Sanden and Brianna Smith. At the commencement of our program, if you recall, we asked the question, who can find a capable woman for her price is far above rubies? Did we answer that question today or not? Yeah. To conclude, we have a very, very, very special guest. He's a household word, not just in the United States, but all over the world. Everybody loves this man. He has canceled several arrangements in Las Vegas to be here with us today on this special occasion. He said he wouldn't miss it for all the money in the world. Guess nobody knows who he is. I'll give you a clue. Sometimes we call him Old Blue Eyes. Mr. Frank Sinatra, come on in.
And now,
Frank was always very particular about his ring. Especially do it on TV.
more time. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not. To say the things he truly means, and not the word of one who kneels. The pleasure shows I took the blows and did it my
We'd like to invite all the players to come up and join us up here.
Yes, I did it my way.
Come on up, everyone. Here we are. We'd like to thank everybody also for coming out and enjoying our day with us, and especially in honoring Elsie. I'm quite certain that this was a surprise to her, but the best she could going. John too. Give John in the dark because he knew what a blabbermouth he was.
It was a total surprise. Thank you guys very much. You might guess notice, and I don't see how you could have helped but notice my family up here. Then you can see why I care so much about my family. They're always beautiful, and I love them all.
We have just a couple of, another song, and then we're going to close with the peace song. And I want to acknowledge Tanya, who just got in as was the other person in our practitioner class. And she sent Tom as her emissary early. So Les has another Manna song, and then we're going to have the peace song to close.
Congratulations. You were surprised.
We've got one more song that I'd like to do for you today, and it's to an old Platters tune, but it's about Manna. It's gonna have